Hi, welcome to B&B Beta, where today I'm going to be changing the engine oil and the oil filter on a 67 plate Zafira Tourer. It's a 1.4 litre petrol turbo. Tools and equipment you're going to need then, your new engine oil, just making sure it's the right type for your particular engine. So again, you can find that on various forums or in the vehicle owner's manual itself. New filter. I got a torque wrench as well to make sure I torque up the oil filter housing and sump drain plug to correct torques. I've then got the correct torques piece for the actual sump plug itself, which in this case is a T40 Torx bit and a ratchet. I've then got a 24mm socket, that's for the oil filter housing. I got an extender bar for this particular ratchet, and I'll show you that during the video why I need the extender bar. A bit of kitchen towel. I've got the oil drain pan off camera, that's ready to go, just making sure it's the correct capacity. I've been caught out in the past having a pan that was too small. I'm going to be dropping about 5 litres of oil or so, about 4.5 litres of oil, so I've made sure I've got overkill on my drain pan, and then a funnel as well. So before you get under the car, safety first, make sure you got your gloves, make sure that the engine hasn't been running for a while, a good hour or so, just to make sure the engine oil is nice and cool, so you're not going to scald yourself when you undo the oil drain plug itself. So this here is the oil sump, which is where the oil will sit when the engine's not in use. So you can see the drain plug just there on the left hand side of the oil sump itself. So this is what I'm going to now undo lefty loosey using my ratchet wrench. I'm going to put the oil drain pan underneath, because once it gets to a certain looseness, then the oil will start coming out, so I want to catch up before it goes on the floor. So that's the old oil draining out now. I just let the drain plug actually fall into the pan itself. You can then fish that out and give it a good clean. Whilst the engine oil is draining, I can now undo the oil filter housing cap here. In this case it's a 24mm socket. I put it on an extender bar, because if this extender bar isn't here, I'm going to clunk against all of this in the way. So I've put the extender bar on the ratchet, so I'll undo that now. Lefty loosey until it's all the way off. It's completely loose now, so I've just got a bit of towel here, so as I pull it out, any spillages will collect on the towel, and then again I can just pop this straight into a tray I've got waiting, ready to catch any excess oil. So this literally just pulls out of the filter housing itself, and we're going to be replacing this filter and this seal, this O-ring here as well. So again, on your new filter, just check when you order it that it does come with a new seal as well. So I'm going to take this off now using my flathead screwdriver. So one of the top tips, just to ensure you get a nice seal, is get some of your new engine oil and just lace the engine oil. Just dip your finger in the new engine oil and then just run it over the full length of the O-ring, the new O-ring, and then you can just slip it on, and that'll give you a nice tight seal. That's the new O-ring fitted. Again, when you put it on, just be mindful not to twist it, because then you can get leaks. And then the new filter itself just literally pushes up, clicks into place in the oil filter housing itself. So now I can screw this back in righty-tighty. Handily on the filter cap housing itself, it tells me the torque setting for the cap, which in this case is 25 Newton meters. So I'm just tightening it up now. When I hear the click, I'll know it's at 25 Newton meters. That's all the old engine oil, all drained, so I'm ready to dispose that appropriately. And if you check on your local council website, they'll be able to tell you where you can dispose of it. And then I've got the sump plug itself. I've cleaned this off. I'm going to give it a light film of oil on the inside of the plug itself, again just to get that nice seal. I'm going to put it into the correct torque setting, which in this case it tells me under the sump itself that it's 14 Newton meters. So I'll get that in now. With the sump plug fitted again, I can now put in the new engine oil. And again, you just want to make sure you're checking it's the appropriate oil for your particular vehicle, and you can find that either online or in the owner's manual itself. And then whatever funnel you're using, again, just give it a good wipe, make sure it's clean inside so you're not putting any debris into the engine itself as you add the oil. Final thing is making sure you carefully take note of the capacity. So it's just a 4 litre capacity in this particular engine. So again, you don't want to overfill your engine with oil, so just make sure you double check that before you put the new oil in. I put in what was recommended. But now last thing to do is just check on the dipstick, check that I've got the right level in there, and then it's good to go, job done. As always, thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment, share and subscribe to help other beaters out there too. Take care.